Hi Year 10. This video is going to show you how to draw your clock which you've been making in class. Once you've installed Fusion, which you can install from your Google Classroom, okay, under drawing software. Once you install it, it will open up and look like this, with a white drawing plane here and some drawing tools along the top. So to get started, you click on the first button here, Create Sketch. You get these three planes pop up, and that's asking you to click on one of those for the view you want to draw from. So we're going to start drawing on the side view, which is this one, and as you click on it, your screen changes. So you're looking at it straight from the side, okay? So as we did in class, the first panel we drew was the side, and they are approximately 350 mil long by 42. So up here we've got the rectangle tool, and click, let go of your trackpad, then move in the direction you want to draw, and the highlighted dimension there is the one you can just start typing in. So we're going to go 350, and to get to the next dimension you hit tab on your keyboard, and we can type in 42 there and hit enter. Okay, that locks that in. Now if you come up here and hover on the cube, you'll see a little house pop up. You can click on that and it zooms out and shows you your drawing you've done there. So that's just a 2D shape. To make any 2D shape 3D, you need to extrude it, which starts with E. So click E on your keyboard, click the shape you want to make 3D and drag the arrow. Okay, you can type in the distance there of 19, enter. So that's one piece of timber there. Now you don't have to draw it again, you can copy paste. So right click, move copy, make it a body, and then pick it, move type. We want to just do translate, which means slide and create a copy at the same time. Slide the arrow, and there it is. Okay, click OK. And the next pieces we want to draw are our top pieces, which were 95 mil across plus 20 mil each side for the tenons. So 135. So sketch on the side view again. And we're not drawing anything attached yet, so you can draw it off in space. So the highlighted one first, so 42, tab, 135, enter. We're going to extrude that, so E on the keyboard, click, drag it out, and 19 millimeters. Sorry. E on the keyboard, click, and type in 19, enter. Right, now we need to draw the tenons on that. So this time, when we click sketch, instead of drawing a view, selecting a view, you can select the face you want to draw on here. And we're going to do some construction lines here. So I'm going to use this rectangle from here down, 42, tab, we'll go in 6, enter. We'll do that again from the other side. 42, tab, 6, enter. And the same from here as well. 19, tab, 6, enter. And same here. 6, tab, 19, enter. So that's the part we need in there as our tenon. We're going to get rid of these parts here. So if you click E, you can actually select multiple parts. Here, do your extrusion to -20, enter. And as I click and drag this cube, you'll see it's just cut away those sections like we did in the workshop till it exposed the tenon. And we just need to do that on the other end. Now, you can draw that all over again, or we can do what's called a mirror. So we might do the mirror. So I'm just going to go click on that face and click E. And we want to actually delete half of this block. So it was 135 divided by 2. That'll be 67.5. So minus 67.5. And you'll see it comes up red. It's telling you it's going to delete that. Go yep, enter, done. So you've got half of your block there now. Under create, you can go to mirror, and it says object type body, that one, mirror plane, select this one, and operation, you want to make sure that's on join. Okay, and click OK. And that's done there. So now we can copy paste that one. Right click, move copy, move object body, select that one, move type, we'll just do a translate and create a copy at the same time. Click OK. Now we can start putting this panel together. Right click, move copy, body, select that one. Move type this time is point to point. So we're going to click this point here and we're going to make it line up with that point there. And click OK. We're going to move this one into there. Right click, move copy, bodies, this one, point to point, origin point, this one to there. Click OK. And we'll move this one up into place too. Body, that one there, point to point, origin point is this one, and that will line up to there. Click OK. Now, it hasn't cut the mortise into these panels, but we can do that now. So to move around your screen, it's like a 2-finger pinch to zoom in and out, and to move just a 2-finger drag. The other thing you can use is the hand here to pan, to move it like that. Okay, and then to turn it off, it's just the escape key on your keyboard. Right, so to draw the mortise in here, all you need to do is click combine, and the target body is this one. That's what you want to cut the hole into, based on the tool body, which is this one and this one. Operation is cut, and click OK. Make sure that that tick is there. So it doesn't look like anything happened, but if I turn this body off, you can then see it's drawn. It's drawn the mortise in there for us. Okay, and I'll turn that one back on. It's done the same in the bottom, just trust me. Now we'll do it on this side here. Now this is another glitch that happens with the software. It'll stay in the orbit. If that happens to you, what you need to do is bring your mouse over to the cube and left click on it, hold the shift key and drag left. And when you let go, your screen's back to normal. And this is the alternate way to orbit, is to use this tool down here. Okay, so combine, target body that one, based off that one and that one. It's a cut, keep tool, click OK, done. Now the next thing we need to do on the inside of this panel is the recess. So we're going to take some measurements here, inspect, measure from here to here is 266. And a crossways, escape, inspect, measure from here to here is 95. Right, so we're going to go sketch. From the side, we're going to draw our bit of ply that's going in there. And he's got the height. Now we're going to add 12 mil to those numbers. So the 266 plus 12 becomes 278. Tab. And the 95 plus 12 becomes 107. Enter. And we're going to extrude that. So E, click on it and type 3, enter. There's our ply panel that's going in there. So, right click on this now to move it. Make sure you select it as a body. And our move type is point to point. So I'm going to zoom right in here. and make sure that my origin point is this one, and my target point is this one. Now it's not in place yet. It's 12 mil too far this way. We need to shift it back 6 mil. So click on translate, and if you drag this arrow this way, you'll see that the Y distance has changed by -10. So just change that -10 to -6. Okay, and your Z is 10 there. Make sure that says 6 as well. Click enter. That's in place. Now we actually want that to be cut into this piece. So we do a combine again. Target body is the top piece, tool body, that one. We can only do this one by one. Click OK. Go again. That one based off that one. OK. Combine. This one based off that one. OK. And last one. This one based off that one. OK. And there's our panel done. So if I use my orbit tool from down here now, you can see that side panel's done. Okay. Go back to home. There it is. Now, we're going to be drawing a miter joint on there and there. Create sketch, this one, line tool. The safest way is probably to use the rectangle tool and make that 19 tab 19, enter, and then join the diagonals. That'll give you a 45-degree line. Okay, you can choose T on your keyboard to trim off the lines we don't need. I'm just going to spin the cube and do the extrusion of this triangle all the way down. Click enter. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Sketch, this one, draw a square, so 19, tab 19, enter, connect your diagonals, this one to there, T for trim, escape to turn off trim, E for extrude, and drag the arrow all the way down, enter. That's the side panel done. Now we need one again for the other side, but don't draw it again, just copy paste it. Right click, move copy, bodies, and we're going to get all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Create copy. We can just slide it straight across. Mistake. Move copy. Okay, but I need to spin that as well, so now I can hit the rotate button. And it says axes, select one. It should be that axis. So see, as I'm hovering on a line, it changes. So you could pick that one, it'll let you spin it that way. If I pick this one, it'll let you spin it that way. So that's actually the one I want. And I can click and spin it around to 180 degrees. Done. Click OK. Side panel's done. Let's draw the back panel, because that's the next easiest. From the front view, so we're going to start with the big long rectangles again, which were 350, tab 42, enter, extrude, 19, enter. We need 2 of those. Click, move, copy. And our top piece will be 42 again by 165. Front view, rectangle, 42, tab 165, enter. E for extrude, click on it, 19, enter. And the one for the bottom, front view, rectangle, it is approximately 115, tab, and 165, enter. E for extrude, click on it and type 19, enter. And the back panel was the one where you could choose your own joinery. So I did butt joints, so I can just move mine straight together. Right click, move copy, make sure it's bodies, point to point, there. Okay, same again. Right click, move copy, bodies, that one, origin point, there to there, and now I'll move that side piece in. That point there to that point there. Last thing to do is the miters on each one. Sketch, top of this piece, and it's the same as before. I'm going to start with my square on the top, 19 by 19, across the diagonal, T for trim, escape to turn off trim, E for extrude, click on the triangle and pull it all the way down, enter. Once more. Now see how one looks like it's overlapping the other? I can just spin my screen to move it to a better angle, and I can continue drawing. 19, tab 19, cross your diagonal, and you'll get a perfect 45. E, drag your arrow down, done. Now we can connect that together. Okay, so the last panel we've got to do for the carcass there is our front panel. Which is a little intricate because it's all done with dowel joints. We'll start with drawing one of the panels. Sorry, rectangle tool, 350, tab 42, enter, E for extrude, 19, enter. And our cross beams are 165 by 42. Click on that, E, 19, enter. Now what I might actually do to make this quicker is just draw half of that, so I might extrude that backwards by cutting it in half. So we'll do an extrusion of minus 82.5. Okay. And I'm going to draw my dowel holes in here. So sketch on this plane here. So it's right behind that piece. I'll just spin my screen to see it. I'm going to go line. Now, you might have noticed some little shapes pop up. So when I'm on a line and I'm on the end, it's a square. If I come across, it's a cross. When I get to the very middle, it's a cross and a triangle. So I can click there, go straight down 10, enter. Same again, line on the edge with the triangle, straight up from there, 10, enter. That's where I can draw my circles. Now we were using a 10mm dowel bit, so the diameter is 10, enter. Enter, and T for trim. We can get rid of those two little lines we used for construction. Okay, turn off the trim by hitting escape. Extrude is E. You can select both. You can click and drag them back. And from memory, our dowels were about 40mm, so we'll do this as -20. That's that piece done. And instead of drawing that again, we'll just do a mirror. So create, mirror, the body is this one, the mirror plane is this one, join, okay. And we need 3 of those done. Right click, move copy, bodies, that one, translate, create copy, done, click OK, and one more. Make sure it's bodies, translate, create copy, there we go. Now I'm just going to move this one out of the way, just sliding him forward. Okay. And when I go to sketch and click this face, now I can see it better. So this is the most tedious part of our drawing. So I'm going to click here. This is all construction work. I'm going to go down 42, tab 19, enter. That's where that piece aligns to. I'm going to do my next construction from this point here, down 165, tab 19. That's the gap. And from here, down 42, tab 19, enter, and one from the very bottom. tab 19, enter. So you can see this one, this one, this one. That's where we've got to draw those dowels into again. So I'm going to zoom into this top one. Find on my edge across to the triangle, click, go down 10, enter, and line again along the edge until you see the triangle, click, go up 10, enter, circles, click, move 10, enter, circle, click on that point there, move out 10, enter, T for trim, we no longer need those. Escape, E for extrude, hang on, undo. Before you do your extrusion, come down here and draw your other ones in. So this is just repetition. Undo is Command Z. Line tool again, find the cross and the triangle, click and go down 10. T for trim. Okay, escape, and now you can click extrude and click on each one of those circles you've drawn. The inside should turn blue. And type in -20. Enter. And as you spin your drawing, you'll see it's drawn those both on there. Okay, now I've got to do that again. Just joking. Move copy, bodies, select. We're going to create a copy on translate, click and drag it across, select rotate, axis select, a straight up and down one, and spin him around 180 degrees. Click OK, and now we can put this panel together. So we'll do the top and the bottom one, and then I'll show you how to position that middle one properly. Right click, move copy, you know it's a body, point to point. Should be getting used to how this works now. Okay, now this one here is slightly trickier. Two-step process. Select it as a body. First we're going to do point to point. We're going to move this point to here, and then we're going to translate it down on the Z, which will be minus, and it's going to be 165. Enter, and that's in place. We just need to draw our miters on the top. So start with your square again. Draw in the diagonal. T for trim. Escape to turn it off. E for extrude. Enter. One more. And we can move that one in place. As the bodies. One, oops, still on faces. Bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then point to point. So you can just pick that point there, will line up with that point there, and click OK. So you can see that's the carcass done now. And I think for the purpose of our drawings for our task, we'll just do the top and bottom panels, and I think that will do us. I think I'll even make it a bit easier. Let's just go sketch, draw it from the top view. We're going to draw a rectangle for the whole thing. That is going to be 265, tab, say 320, enter. We're going to go extrude, 19, enter. That's the top and bottom one. Ordinarily, that would have been 2 pieces joined together with some dominoes. We won't worry about that. And our next one, we're going to draw a rectangle here. It's going to be, let's have a look, 220, tab, and it's going to have a length of 290. Enter, E for extrude. We're going to make that 19, then we're going to put one on top of the other. Okay, move copy, bodies, select that one there. We'll go point to point to start with, and we'll pick that point there to that point there. And that distance we have to shift it across, so translate. And we'll see the difference was 320 down to 290, so 30, so we'll slide it across 15 mil. So on the X, minus 15 mil. Okay, and we're going to do it on the Y as well. That way, 22.5. That's better. And that one in there, we'll check. Yeah, that one was 15. Move copy as a body. So that'll be on Z, minus 15. That's properly centered now. Now I'll show you how to put a edge treatment on here, but we might just do it as a chamfer. So we're going to go modify chamfer and pick 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're just going to put a 5mm chamfer on all of those. Enter, and that puts that nice edge on there. Okay, I'm going to move copy, bodies, 1, 2, we'll translate and create a copy, and we're going to rotate that second one, pick an axis, that'll do. I'm going to spin that around 180 degrees. Click OK. There's a few more moves to do now that we're going to position this on the bottom and that one on the top, and that will do for this video. Okay, so a little bit of maths first. Inspect, measure from here to here, we've got 280, and we'll do a measure here of this one to this one of 350, so we've got a difference there of 70 mil, so it's 35 mil in from the edge one way. Let's do that one first. Point to point. And then a translate this way of 35. Sorry, my mistake, the other way. Hang on. 1, 2, translate on X, and that should be 35. No. That's not right. Escape, inspect, measure, there to there. 50. Should have been 15 mil. Okay. That's better. Okay, and now we will shift it forward. So we'll just take a measurement here. To here, 31, so that'd be 15.5. And that's going to be a slide y minus 15.5. Done, and we'll just put the top one on as well. So we might cheat with this one. Right click, move copy. Slide it up as a body, so we want that one and that one. We're going to do point to point to start with. I want to select origin point, that one there, and my target point is going to be that one there, and then I'm going to slide it straight up on the Z of 350 mil. Enter. Click on the house. You can spin it a little, and you'll see there's the carcass of our clock. And that will do for this video. Now just to save, click on the disk here, call it clock. I will just change my location. And save. Okay, and the next video will show you how to convert that into a production and set of working drawings.